Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the 134th segment of Be Inspired with Buzopat Life-Changing Reality Channel. I am still Honorable Ambassador Buzopat Osiwe, and here that I am is a platform where we embrace our truth that leads to our freedom. Yes. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Be Inspired with Buzopat, whenever you come across this video. Share to your contacts, drop your comments there. Thank you. Today, we'll be talking on the topic, habits that stinks and sinks. Yeah. There are so many habits, that are bad, that so many people exhibit, which most times are never done in the open. There are bad habits that are common, like not sleeping enough, procrastination, smoking, alcohol abuse, nail biting, cramming for students, gossiping, lying, disorganization, drugs, gambling, lust, gluttony, greed, envy, sloth, pride, phone addiction, television addiction, bad communication, poor eating, so many of them that we can name. All these habits are bad, but there are some in these habits that are mentioned that a human judge will give maximum statutory punishment for offense in order to promote respect for law. It's still okay. But what I'm saying, what I am talking about, are so many habits that are done under the cover of darkness and in secret, that most of them are so shameful, and even to speak about it, the people who are perpetuating it cannot even talk about it to anybody. Most of them are done out of shame, most of them are done out of fear, most of them are done out of guilt, most of them are evidence of past mistakes, experiences, or even victimization. There are so many of them, but that's the habit that I'm talking about. The habit that can jail you in hellfire for eternity. These are the habits that I'm talking about. So many people live holier than thou lifestyle. They commit horrible atrocities, crimes in secret, and pretend to be what they are not in public. These are the habits that can cost you everything. These are the habits that if you continue to hide inside of you, this strife, this bad thing, this when you see something good happening to another person, your chest is hot. When you hate people for no reason, when you can't even say. And when you transfer hatred, probably something is going on in the life of your brother, your sister, and there's somebody in their life that are making things work and is going against your plans for them, and you hate that person for no reason. These are things that you camouflage as being a better person, but they are something that will deprive you of a whole lot and take away so many opportunities and good blessings that God is bringing. So many people who live this kind of life. You that are listening to me, yes. What about you? Those habits that are hidden, that are not even what anybody can see, those things that you do when nobody is talking, those things that you decide, you make up your mind, that's what we're going to do, that is inside of you. And when you see those people, you laugh and call them goodness and tell them you love them and all that. These are dangerous. This year you must actually ask God for grace in order to live a disciplined life. So many people are carrying on these things. Most of them is not even on these examples that I've given. Most people have a lot of secret sins that when they come out, is in the church, is in the marketplace, is in the offices, is in with the bosses. So many people actually don't like people for no reason, and they act as if they do, but they kill them inside. These are one of the worst things that can happen when that's it. Hate, as in rubbish your fellow human being for not doing you anything, and then you come out and we call them friend enemies, we call them unfriendly friends, we call them so many things that we can call them. But the truth is that these habits live inside people, and in this year you need to ask for discipline, because you must be temperate in all things. Ask for life of discipline, life of self-control, life of self-training, life of self-examination, because in wherever they can destroy you. The things that destroy people are not those mighty things that we can think about, but there are these small, small things that are inside people. This year, don't try to flog a dead dog. Don't try to pretend. Because see, when you pretend for men, God is seeing you. He sees the innermost part of your heart. He sees everything. Don't forget that it's out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. Do not make excuses for anybody. When people show you that they hate you, believe them. When people show you that they don't like you, believe them. Stop trying to use your brain to decide if they mean it this way or not. What else are they supposed to do to you until there's knife on your neck? There are habits that people have that stinks. They smell and they sink them and they don't understand. Because all these things that God hates, they will never let you be. You know, there are people who will shock you. Most times, we don't understand the private emotional struggle that people go through, especially men, all men from all walks of life. They battle with it. You don't know. They cover it up with smiles. They cover it up with holier than thou. They cover it up with the best of the best until when there's kind of leak, then it makes breaking news. It becomes a headline and everybody will say, oh, I don't believe that. They are harboring them ever since. Until there's a breaking news about a pastor, until there's a breaking news about that CEO, until there's a breaking news about these terrible habits, you know, on the things they do behind closed doors in the offices, on the things, these are the things that make news and everybody will be saying, oh, I never knew this person is like this, but we will never know. But we're talking to you right now that those habits that you are being done in the cover of darkness, that you should deal with them this year and let discipline and self-control come on top your body or your life, and so you can become a better person. There is, you know, something that people don't understand and how it works. Really. And until people understand what this tiny, tiny, dangerous habit does in the life of people, what it can deprive you of, what it can do to you. Is it lost? You know, there are so many people that have jumped on top people without knowing because they've lost their control and they are in jail. These things, there are people who are out of lack of control, have gone to take what is not their own. And they regretted, but fine, the consequences are there. They are behind bars. There are people out of provocation of what they have packed in their heart, have pushed them to do something that is irredeemable, and they are suffering from it today. There are people that have said all sorts about their fellow human beings. Meanwhile, they know they are lying. This habit, you see, it is not who you're talking about that will suffer it. You that allow those dangerous habits to be in you, to be manipulating and controlling you, you are the one that is going to suffer so much, because heaven doesn't give excuse for such nonsense. What he expects you to do is turn around and change and discard them. You know, they will take everything away from you, irrespective of who you are, no matter how big you are. Remember, because especially in the house of God and in so many places, so many people get to a position they now think that they have become God. So many people are in the life of their with their fellow brothers and sisters and they think they are demigod, that is them. Meanwhile, they run their life the way they want, make their decisions. But in the life of their brother or their sister, they decide what happens there. If not, no, it's not one family. You know, a lot of people do a whole lot of things that are so dangerous. But the thing is that, see, karma is real these days and it's so fast. People are not understanding it. Who is actually noticing it? That the kind of things that are coming back to bad people these days is coming pa. It does not even wait till tomorrow. It's not even waiting for their children. People that are doing bad things are facing it. They're taking it back fire for fire. Because people are not smiling anymore. People are not sitting down anymore. People are praying their way out. And of course, once you actually do something with somebody that is grace, that disgrace does not wait. It embarrasses you immediately. You know, what people need to understand is that you can speak in tongues and still miss heaven. You can win souls and see visions and still miss heaven. You can prophesy, you can cast out demons, you can do all these things and still miss heaven. You know, you can perform miracles of any kind, you know, and read Bible from Genesis to Revelation. You can do all that and quote all the scriptures and still go to hellfire. You can attend all the church, you know, services, all fellowship activities, be in camp meetings week after week and still miss heaven. You can still be very poor and wretched. And as long as you have all these cantankerous evil habits that you covered up, that is residing inside you, you will still miss out. It's not about what you've been through on earth. And you can still be very rich, very influential, very famous, very popular. And as long as you allow these little forces, this cankerworm to be in you, manipulating and controlling you, you will still miss heaven. You can still have your Shekinah anointing, sow all the seeds, have all the spiritual gifts in life and whatever you can name, sing like an angel in churches and all that, sow all the kind of seeds that you need, and have a voice that can actually put the anointing. You can still have all of them and miss heaven. The truth is that you must identify this habit that stinks. That because you know there's things, you cover them up with holier than thou attitude, but they will sink you. They will sink if you don't deal with them. It is not the water that comes around the chip, like that affects it. No, it's not the way. It's the one that comes inside it. No matter, once there's a small leakage and water comes in, that's the one that can sink it. So it's not those waves, it's not those storms, it's not those things that you're seeing. What are you having in your heart that are a problem, constituting nuisance for you? What are those things that you allow, those little foxes, those habits that are stinking, that you covered up and then draw your shirt and you're a good person, you come out, you sing, people say you're too much. And then you deceive people with fake character, fake habit, fake smiles, fake everything, but inside of you, your heart is pounding on evil things you're planning for your fellow human beings. The secret habits you have, when the door closes, you become something else. You preach God from morning till night, and once nobody is looking, you are something else. Everybody knows themselves. You know yourself as you're listening to me. You know those evil things that you do that are coming from you, that people don't know you exhibit those habits. That's what I'm saying. People don't know you possess them. People don't know you do them. They can swear on 100 Bibles on your behalf. They can swear for you that you're this. They can say you can never hurt a fly. They can say you can never do this. Meanwhile, they don't know that half of the atrocities, that you're the one masterminding them. All the fine faces with evil hearts, all the fine white teeth with evil heart, all the people, hardworking people with evil heart, It's before that they say people that have so much don't envy those that don't have. But right now, people that have everything still envy somebody with Peter. Of course, Bible use Jezebel to show us that. What is it that you're harboring in your heart that stinks and you cover them up? They will sink you. That is my message today. They will sink you if you don't discard them. Those habits that stinks, they will sink you. They will sink everything, because you don't expect to have growth when you wish other people bad. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. God sees the heart and not the outside cup. That people watching outside cup and outside linen. That's not what God says. He's looking into your heart. He's seeing every single thing you do. He's seeing how you move from here to house to house to house to house to go and be planting evil in the heart of people. To know how you plant evil against people and pretend. No. Discard or sink. That's my message for us today. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Be Inspired with Buzopat. Follow me at Instagram, Be Inspired with Ambassador.Buzo. Follow me at Facebook, Be Inspired with Buzopat. Follow me at TikTok, Be Inspired with Buzopat. DM me as usual, and together we'll keep saying the truth like we know. Drop all those evil habits that stinks, that you've covered up. You may think that nobody sees it, but God sees it all, and it will sink you. It will sink you without mercy. Discard them and let your life give God glory, because no matter the essence of our sojourn here on earth is that after everything, no matter how it is, that we're able to say, here I am, Lord, at the end, present, Lord. When they call you to pack up, will you be able to stand before him and say, present, Lord? What else? Because everything that you want to deal, everything you're killing for, you're leaving them behind. No. By the time you're out, no, even somebody else that will wear clothes for you, somebody else will decide where you go, somebody else will decide where you. So all those things are unnecessary. The only thing that matters is present, Lord. Will you be able to say it? Even when everybody will be crying and saying that you have made heaven and all that, you and God knows those evil habits that has sunk you already. That will not allow you cross the line. Because God has given us the power to do the right thing, and we can ask for grace to be disciplined, for self-control, for self-examination, for self-training, for self-defense, and he will give it to us. Take care. Bye.